Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 15th episode of the second season of Nanatsu no Taizai. So, last episode, I had a bit of a misunderstanding in my head for a nice chunk of the episode. Now, I thought that Escanor, our new Sin that we met in that episode, for a nice chunk of the episode, I thought he was the Sin of Gluttony just because his door said Gluttony on it. Now, at the time of reading that, I knew that that wasn't referring to him itself, it was referring to someone who wanted to come there. Like it said, My Sweet Gluttony. Like, I knew that at the time. But for some reason, throughout the episode, things just started to get jumbled in my head, and I was referring to him as a Sin of Gluttony, and it was, yeah, a little bit awkward looking back on it. But anyway, yeah, last episode was one of the best episodes of this season so far. And it was great being able to see that Sin and his amazing, just fantastic glory. So, yeah, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yes. One of the best Sins so far, I would say. If not the best, but I had to think about it. That was just so satisfying to watch that entire fight. Just got wrecked. He was too much man for her to swallow, though. Which, you know, should have been obvious the moment she saw the mustache, but... Oh, right, yeah, this episode should focus a bit more on Diane, which I'm looking forward to. I, for one, would love to see her dance, but I don't really want her to quit the sins. Oh, right, these guys are also a thing, aren't they? Denzel. I think the mustache might go a bit too far. And that's why nobody knew about it, yeah. uh... Jeez. I just want to torture you. Who said anything about information? I don't know how much he cares about that. We don't know this character too well yet. uh, it's pretty cool to pull a blade out of yourself and then start fighting with it. Well, we'll see if it goes that way. He probably would. I was hoping to get into the Diane stuff. We probably will at least a little bit if they bother to recap that aspect of the episode. Then we'll probably get at least some Diane stuff, but I was hoping it would be like the entire focus. It now seems like it'd be half at most. Of course, if she did dance, it would kind of shake the world a bit. I'm definitely getting to the diva after this filming session's done with. A very fiery kiss. And that explains why you see Escanor and Merlin in the same shot there. Because he has a thing for her. You show us what that shutting gun can do, Elizabeth. As we fight in a sea of blood. Very symbolic. Well, the important thing is that you don't give up. It's okay to think about it once in a while, but just don't do it. Uh, a horrifying confession. I assume it's not for anyone. Love confession. Oh, that just being mean. It was just fine. Don't start with me, kids. I'm not afraid to kick you. Yeah, that tends to happen when you're mean to someone. That's why they must all be slaughtered. Are they her children? Okay. uh, yeah, I would say a little bit, yeah. Definitely comes across a bit softer. Well, I guess we got an explanation for it. Diane. uh, did she? Yeah. That's why you don't slaughter everyone. Except children. They should be slaughtered. So weird to see her all blushing and smiling. Well, one of my teammates was kind of a jerk. That's... Well, Galand isn't that scary. Anymore, at least. I imagine it would be for a lot of people. You know, most people. When giants dance, you know it. And just trembling in general. Flapping your limbs, I may have misread flapping as something else. Don't eat the butterfly. Let me show you the dance of my people. Our people. uh, you know, I really love Diane, but just hearing her voice actress at all just does not to make me happy. No, but I see something. Huh. No, your position's fine. Just hold it. It's a bird. I think. It looks like confetti because she's so big. It's probably not good news, though. Visel Festival? I couldn't quite have time to read that. It did say Visel. This is probably where they meet, then. Well, this should be interesting. Maybe you can buy a second giant pig. Well, did you see the bird? It looked very demonic to me, so, yes. Exactly. A trap. It's quite obvious. But you have to go anyway. Does that get you excited? I knew it. Gale Thunder, I knew that you would get excited for that. Gale Thunder is also one of my favorites. One of my favorite non-sins, I should say. This is probably where everyone's gonna meet up. Exactly. Let's go for it. Gale Thunder. Gotta love a girl with tentacles. The doujinshi practically write themselves. Is that a girl? I mean, the voice sounds a bit not. Some human activities are worth emptying, I assure you. I mean, I can't tell for sure, but it sounds like a trap voice. Don't step on the deer, please. Man, how great would this show if she just wore panties underneath that instead of the spats? I still love you, Diane, regardless. She's very graceful. Well, it's easier once you actually try it. Like there's only one correct way to dance, just have fun. I bet they are. I'd be watching too. You even may. There's definitely an erection joke there somewhere. Don't disappear on us. What exactly happened? Oh, jeez. I was joking when I said that slaughter the children. I didn't mean it. I think you pissed her off. You don't want to piss off Matrona. I can tell you that right now. Holy shit. Oh. Well, he's dead. I think it's partially my fault. I shouldn't have been joking around about that. I think so, but it's gonna be touch and go for a while. Oh, I think she's gonna take care of something. Yep, that's where we're going, where everyone's going. Escanor and Greed and Bon, I don't know why I call them Green. Bon and... everyone, basically. But since they said the winner could, get anything, it's gonna attract a variety of people. I don't think she'll die. Just because we already had kind of a fake out with her death, I doubt they would actually kill her off. No wall's gonna stop me. Yes, this obviously is gonna go with her. And Dan's definitely not gonna die. People would riot. I would riot. I would send angry letters. And me, Diane, is back here as well. Are we going back to Dreyfus now? Yes, we are. You want to fight a demon until you actually do, and you quickly realize no, you don't. You shouldn't play with your incantation orb too much, it's how you go blind. Or you just break it, you know? I forgot about this girl's power. Sure, I'll get right on that. Maybe tomorrow. And yet you encourage him to play with it. Someone's in him. But yeah, back to the fight. See how he matches the demon. His druid powers. I'll take it to a dead man wonderland. Well, I doubt it's real, but... bleed everywhere with it, please. So that's how it works. If you killed a lot of people, then yeah. Almost like a karma ability. If you're a good person, you have nothing to fear from it. Is it? I know magic is like programming from Knights of Magic. Death Pierce, that's a cool name. A little bit chuny-ish. Well, I'll go out this door. There's not a door you say? I'll make one. No, you won't because there's a magic shield. Oh, that's coming back? She looks quite good in her armor. Wow, where everyone really is going. Yeah, that's one of the reasons we need. Yeah, you guys aren't important or anything, just go have fun. I promise I won't break it or steal it or anything. Is this a laughing situation? Well, then it's misnamed. Apparently that was the one guy's doing? Yeah. That was fairly obvious. Yeah. Just the way he asked to see the orb and everything, I felt it was pretty obvious. It's the guy from One Punch Man. Weak. Unusual magic is one word for it. He's like 10 Commandments. The pacifism, well, I guess the Cnouki didn't hurt anyone, so. Is he now? And who's that guy there? We've been tricked. We've been bamboozled. I wonder if they'll get back in time for it to matter. Probably not. How kind of you. I don't think this is a fight you guys can win, let's be honest. Yeah, pacifism, that makes things tricky. Yeah. For a second I thought the commandments go both ways. But yeah. But that should mean that Cnouki can't fight, like, at all, right? And just walk on out. So they did get back, but that's not really gonna help much. He was pierced to death. Oh. That makes sense, yeah. I... I have no room to talk because I kind of want to penetrate her as well, but still. uh, well, I didn't think he was. It's not gonna turn out to be Meliodas, is it? Because I feel like that's a possibility. Oh. Memories and emotions, eh? But Meliodas was also having some stuff with emotions. Get off the table. I always worry about him. The Lost Treasure. I never actually read that. Uh... Unless Gother is the one we're talking about here. But, you know, that seems like it'd be weird. Although Gother's weird in general, so whatever. I wouldn't. Nothing in regards to Gother would surprise me at this point. So yeah, definitely less Leanne stuff than I was hoping for, but at least we got some. No Bond or Elaine, though. Which makes sense, they had their time last episode. So they mostly just, hid, while Escanor, the manliest man of all, took care of it. I assume she'll survive that stab wound, though. It didn't seem that bad. I mean, plus we're talking about Druids here, who I assume have some kind of healing magic. The facial hair is real. Yes. So that was the 15th episode of the second season of Nanatsu no Taizai. And this episode, the focus was mostly on Diane and Dreyfus's side of things. Dreyfus had been captured, and you had Denzel, the leader of the Palladius or whatever, he trying to fight him pretty much. In addition to Death Pierce also being there with that cool name. I don't know. There's so many characters in this show. I don't know how they expect me to remember all the names, but I try my best. So that's a bit of a fight on that front. And meanwhile, Diane is practicing dancing with Matrona, and Matrona seems to have kind of established a life for herself after we last saw her, and we got to learn exactly why she survived, and it was due in partly to Diane keeping people alive. So her weakness, in other words, helped her out. Okay, he laid down back there. I was just wondering what my cat was doing. So, and that's fine, but apparently there's this big event that's being advertised that everyone's going to go to, and that's how a lot of people are going to meet up. Like, everyone and their mother seems to be going to this. And it was funny how much Gil Thunder wanted to go, but he didn't really want to say it because he's like, I don't think it's fully appropriate for me to say this because I personally want to do this, but it's probably, objectively speaking, it's probably not a great idea. I don't know. But Meliodas was like, yeah, let's do it. Sounds fun. And Gil Thunder's like, yes, I'm so happy, Meliodas. I knew I loved you for a reason. But yeah, on Draven's side of things, he actually had an ally come by to help him to break the perfect cube with his magic canceling. And the perfect cube turned out to be not so perfect after all. And once the demon of pacifism came by, there wasn't much they could do because they couldn't kill it. They could capture it, but they couldn't do much, which, well, they're not powerful enough to actually capture, and they, by law, can't kill it. So they were at a kind of a stalemate and just kind of let them go. But on the flip side, the demons couldn't really kill them off because, again, pacifism wouldn't be able to attack, so it really was very much a standoff, and they kind of had to just leave. Not before just had a kind of a cheap stab at Deldry, which I do assume she survived it, but yeah, the magic canceling also canceled her love spell thing on Dreyfus as well. But in that scene, we got a big reveal that Dreyfus was like a substitute commandments demon, and not the original, and that they heavily implied that Gother was actually the original Gother selflessness. So that's a big reveal if that's true. But if he's selflessness, wouldn't that mean he would never be allowed to act selfish? But I'm pretty sure he has before. Like, but he's done some pretty messed up things, like messing with people's memories and all that for his own personal, knowledge seeking and all that. So, I don't know, that whole thing seems a bit weird to me. And wasn't he supposed to be like a doll or something come to life? So how would he be a demon? I don't know, that really confused me. So, I don't know, maybe we'll get more knowledge on that later on, but Meliodas was the most likely candidate that came to mind, because he actually is like a demon with a shady backstory, so. But yeah, after a certain incident, Matrona and Diane are definitely going to go to this thing. You have Meliodas and them going to go to it. Escanor and Bon are probably going to go as well. This is most likely where everyone's going to finally meet up, because we have been separated from it, our sins have been separated for a while. And this is a good catalyst for them to actually all come back together. Now that I think about it, I guess the fact that he's no longer officially one of them, it no longer works that way. He doesn't have to worry about his commandment at all. That could also be the case. Especially as a substitute, that would be more likely to be the case. That's the only thing I can think of, but yeah, apparently Gother used to be one of the demonic 10 commandments. Not something I saw coming. I thought the reveal of him being like a magician's doll was big, but it's kind of pales into comparison to this one. Gother's definitely a very mysterious being, that's for sure. And Gother seems to be pretty gung-ho about going to the Vizel Combat Festival to get back what they've lost, which I assume is referring to, Diane and the other missing sins, because obviously everyone's going to go there and we're going to reconvene there. And it'll be great. Hopefully this also means Escanor also fully joins the sins, because he's been away from them for quite a while in his bar, doing his bar-attending duties. So it'll be great to have them all reunite. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.